Guys, welcome back. We have already completed half part of this illustration. What we have done up till now is generalizing all the transaction which were present in the question in this way. This is your journal book, the first book to be used for recording the transactions. All the transactions are here completed, and we are now needed to convert these transaction into more of usable information. What we will do, we will pick journal entries from here and will post in this book. This is your cash book, with which we can have better result, better usable information from the cash book. From cash book we can have how much cash is still in our hands. This is first usable information. How much amount should be present in your bank account. This is second usable information which we can get from cash book. And thirdly, we can have total of discount allowed, and fourth is total of discount received. We can get information from this cash book. All right, what we have on our left side, these are journal entries, and how we will post these journal entries into the ledgers or into cash book. Why I'm calling it ledgers? Actually, these are three ledgers which are combined in one book. So we do call it triple column cash book. Why? Because there are three accounts related to cash book over here. Three accounts are involved. What we do, discount, cash and bank, these are three elements which we will pick from the journal entries. Only three elements. And let's say if there is any element which is not cash, discount or bank, we will skip it, we will leave it, we will not be attentive to that element. Like I'm giving you an example of posting of first entry 1A. Here there are two elements, cash and balance, but only one element is associated with cash book. As I have requested earlier, there are three elements, discount, cash and bank, which we will post in the cash book. So only these three elements are related to cash book. Here cash was related to our working. Next, cash was debited by 80,000, so you will go to the debit side of the cash book, and in cash column you will write the amount which is 80,000. Okay, and now you are needed to put the reference. How reference will be put? You will see what is written at opposite side of cash, that is to balance. So you will write to balance in particular, and now see the date which is 1A, so you will put 1A in date column. In this way, posting of first journal entry has been completed. There was only one element, cash, and that has been posted. It means 1A is completed. Mark it as it has been done. Okay, why I'm marking it? Because when there are so many journal entries in one question, so there is chance that you can repeat one entry, or one entry can be posted for two times. When you will mark it, it means we will have an idea that entry has already been posted, so chance of repetition will be nullified. And secondly, it is possible that if you will not mark within these so many entries, one entry can be skipped. If you will mark it, you will be satisfied that entry has been posted, so chance of skipping will also be minimized. In this way, any entry will not be skipped, any entry will not be repeated for two times. This way, accuracy of the answer, the chances of accuracy of the answer will be maximized. First entry has been completed, you have marked it as it has been done. Now entry number is 1B, where there are two elements, but we are associated with only one element, which is bank. Debited 1,20,000. You will go to the debit side of the bank and will write 120,000 on debit side. Rule is very simple. You will see discount, cash and bank. If it is debit in the journal, you will debit in the same column. Like cash was debit on in the journal, and you have chosen debit side of cash column of cash book. If cash is debit, do debit. If bank is debit, do debit, and vice versa. And now you have put 120,000 on debit side of the bank. Now you will see the reference is to balance, so you will put to balance in particulars column. And now see the date, which is 1B, so you will put 1B over here. 1B was having only one element to be posted and we have already posted. It means 1B is completed. Mark it as it has been done. Now we are on entry number 3 where there are two elements, but only one element would be related to cash book, and that is cash, which is debited. So you will go to the debit side of the cash column and will write 24,000 on debit side. See the reference. What is written on the opposite side? Usman. So you will write Usman in particular column. Now see the date, which is 3. So you will put 3 in the date column. Entry number 3 was having only one element to be posted, and it is posted, means entry number 3 is completed. Mark it as it has been done. And now we are on entry number 4, and there it was by mistake 2 has been written over here. There are two elements, bank and cash, and both elements are associated with the cash book. So step by step we will perform our work. First step is to see bank. Bank is debited by 24,000. So we will go to the debit side of the bank. We'll write 24,000 on debit side. Now see its reference, which is cash, and cash is written on the opposite side of the bank. So cash will be written in particular column. Now see the date, which is 4. So put 4 over here. In fourth entry, there were two elements. One element has been posted. Next is cash. Cash is credited by 24,000. So we will go to the credit side of cash and we'll write 24,000 over here. Now see the reference. What is written on the opposite side of cash? That is bank. So you will write bank over here, but with an additional word of by. It would be considered as coefficient of this statement. Whenever you will write anything, any word in credit side of particulars, you will use by as coefficient. Every entry which would be recorded in particular column, you will write by. And now see the date of this entry, which is 4. So you will post 4 over here. In fourth entry, there were two elements. Bank was debited and cash was credited. So entry has been completed. Both elements are posted. Mark it as it has been done. Now we are at entry number 8, where there are two elements and both elements are related with cash book. So we will do it step by step. First step is to see cash, which is debited by 20,000. You will go to the debit side of the cash, will write 20,000 over here. Now see the reference. What is written on the opposite side? That is bank. So you will write to bank in particular column. Now see the date, which is 8. So you will put 8 in date column. In 8th entry, there were two elements. Cash has been posted. Now second element is bank. Bank is credited by 20,000. You will go to the credit side of the bank and will put 20,000 in bank column. Now see its reference. What is written on opposite side of bank? That is cash. So you will write here buy cash, and now see the date, which is 8. So you will put 8 over here. 8th entry was having two elements, cash and bank. Cash was debited by 20,000. Bank is credited by 20,000. Entry has been completed. Both elements have been posted. If it is completed, mark it as it has been done. Next entry is entry number 10. We have two elements, but only one element we are associated with, that is cash. 30,000 on debit side. You will go to the debit side of the cash and will write 30,000 on debit column of the cash book. Seek the reference. What is written in 10th entry opposite side of cash? It is sales. So you will write two sales over here. Now see its date, which is 10. So you are going to put 10 in date column. In 10th entry, there was only one element and that has been posted, means entry is completed. Mark it as it has been done. Next entry is entry number 15. There are two elements, but only one element we are associated with is cash, which is credited by 80,000. Go to the credit side of the cash and write down 80,000 in cash column of credit side of the cash book. See its reference, that is purchase, which is written on opposite side of cash. Purchase would be written in particular column. Now see the date, which is 15, so put 15 in date column. In 15th entry, there was only one element, that was cash, and has been posted. Entry number 15 is completed. Mark it as it has been done. Now entry number 18, we have two elements, but only one element is related with cash book. 60,000 is debited. You will go to the debit side of the cash, will write 60,000 in cash column of debit side of cash book. Now see its reference. What is written on opposite side of cash? It is to sale. So you will write to sale in particular column. Now see the date, which is 18. So put 18 in date column. In 18th entry, there was only one element and that has been posted. Entry number 18 is completed. Mark it as it has been done. Next entry is entry number 20, where there are two elements, but only one element is associated with cash book, that is bank, which is credited by 26,000. Go to the credit side of the bank and write 26,000 in bank column of cash book. See its reference. What is written in entry number 20 opposite to the bank? That is Rahim. So you will mention Rahim in particular column. And now see the date, which is 20. So you are going to write 20 in date column. In 20th entry, there was only one element, that was bank, and it has been posted, mean entry is completed. Mark it as it has been done. Next entry is entry number 30. There are two elements. Both elements are associated with the cash book, and we will post both elements step by step. First step is to see bank, which is debited by 16,000. Bank is debited by 16,000. You will go to the debit side of the bank and will write 16,000 in bank column. Okay, now see its reference. What is written opposite side of the bank? That is cash. So you will mention to cash in particular column. Now see its date, which is 30. So you will put 30 over here. And now I don't know why this there is a bird outside of my lawn and it is just screaming so loudly. Hopefully it's not disturbing you. 30th entry was having two elements. Bank has been posted, and second element is cash. Cash is credited by 16,000. So you will go to the credit side of the cash, will write 16,000 over here. And now see its reference. What is written opposite to the cash? That is bank. So you will post bank over here by bank. And now see its date, which is 30. So put 30 in date column. See, in 30th entry, there were two elements. Bank was debited by 16,000. You debited 16,000 and cash was credited by 16,000. Both elements are posted. 30th entry completed. Mark it as it has been done. Now we are at 31A entry. There are two elements, but only one element we are associated with is cash. Cash is credited by 10,000. So you will go to the credit side of the cash and will write 10,000 in cash column. See its reference. What is written on opposite side of the cash? That is salary. So what you will do, you will write salary in particular column, and now see its date, which is 31A. So you will write 31A over here. Salary is written. So 31A was having only one element, cash, which has been posted. 31A is completed. Mark it as it has been done. We are on last entry and the bird is on its peak, screaming very loudly. 31B is having two elements, but we are associated with only one element, that is bank. it is credited by 6,000. So go to the credit side of the bank and write 6,000 in bank column. Now see its reference. What is written on opposite side of bank? It is rent. So you will be putting rent over here in particular column. See the date 31B. So you will be posting 31B in date column. In this way, what had happened? All the journal entries are posted in cash book. 31B is completed. Mark it as it has been done. So you can see we have started from here, first entry to last entry, all journal entries were completed. And from these entries, from first entry to the last entry, what we have done, we have posted step by step all journal entries into different ledgers, that is cash, bank and discount, though no entry was related to discount, and discount column on debit side is vacant. Discount on credit side is also vacant. No amount has been posted over here as there was no entry which was having discount. Okay, so after posting, next step is very interesting. You need to balance it. This is cash debit side. Please give me a little time for your your attention is needed utterly. What next usable information we can get from this cash book? This is debit side of the cash book. It is showing how much total cash we have received, and this is credit side of the cash book. It is showing how much cash had gone, how much cash has been paid. When you see how much cash is received, how much cash is paid, how you can calculate the balance? Very simple. Total amount which you have received, total amount which you have paid, the difference of these two items would be considered as cash in hand. Means what you are doing, total cash paid is subtracted from total cash received, remaining amount is still in your hand. This is what we are going to do. First step is to see how much total cash we have received. For this we will sum all amounts present on debit side of the cash book, cash column. Here on calculator you will add all amounts. I'm taking help from Excel, and Excel had summed up all the amounts present on debit side of the cash, and now we will see how much total of credit side. What you will do, you will write all amounts present in credit side and you will sum up. Like what you will do, 24,000 plus 80,000 plus 16,000, and this way you will calculate the sum of all amounts present on credit side of the cash. And I am just taking help from Excel. This way sum of credit side is 130,000, sum of debit side is 214,000. This 214 is showing that how much cash you have received. Out of this you have paid 130,000. It means 130,000 is paid from 214. The difference of these two amounts will show how much amount is still in your hands. For this there is two technical steps which you will have to follow. First step is to write the larger amount. Larger amount is what? 214,000 here and 130,000 here. Credit side total is less, debit side total is more than credit side total. So larger total is 214,000. You will mention larger total on total of both sides. This was total of cash debit side. What you have done, you have posted the larger total at total of debit side, and now larger total on credit side as well. Actual matter is simple. 214 was the cash you have received and 130 was the cash you have paid. Out of 214, if 130 had gone, remaining is still in your hand. This is simple process, but for ledgers you will have to follow some steps. First step is you have written at total of debit side the larger total among these two. Larger total was 214, you have put 214 over here and 214 at credit side as well. there will be an objection that can be arisen from your side that total of credit side was 130. How we have written 214? So what we will do to calculate cash in hand, we will put 214 total on the both side, which is larger total. And what we were discussing, how we can calculate cash in hand, we will subtract cash paid from cash received. That means credit side will be subtracted from the debit side. Here you can see it, what was total of debit side, that was 214. It is showing how much cash you have received, and you will subtract how much cash you have paid. This is your balance which is still in your hand. And now when you will add again all the amounts present on credit side including the balance, you will get the same total, which is 214,000. okay, you will follow the same thing. You will write over here its balance and mention by with it. This is balance for your cash account. Same procedure you will adopt for your bank account. Step number 1 is what? You will add all amounts present on debit side of the bank. You are summing up, and what you will sum? All amounts present on debit side of the bank column. Here I have taken help from Excel. Total of debit side of the bank is 160,000, and now see the total of credit side of the bank. Sum of all the amounts present on credit side of the bank column. Here you have got sum of credit side is 52,000 and sum on debit side is 160,000. 160,000 is showing how much amount deposited into the bank. This is increase in bank account. And how much amount has been drawn from the bank. This is decrease in bank account. It means total amount in bank was 160 and 52 has been drawn. The difference of these two amount is what? The amount still present in bank account. This is our balance. How would we calculate? Matter is very simple. What you have done, you have subtracted amount paid from amount present in the bank account. What you have done, amount withdrawn from the bank is subtracted from amount deposited into the bank. It means out of 160, 52 has been drawn from the bank, remaining amount is still present in your bank account. So that amount would be written as balance. But technically there are two steps. First step is C, which is larger amount, 160 or 52. You will say 160 is the larger amount, so you will put on total of debit side of the bank larger amount 160,000, and in the same manner you will put larger amount on total of credit side as well. Now here you can say that total of credit side was 150 or total of credit side was 52. How we have written 160? This is methodology of balancing. And now you will see how much amount is present in your bank account still. What you will do, you will subtract amount withdrawn from amount deposited. That means you will subtract smaller amount from the larger amount. For this, what you will do, larger amount means total of debit side was 160,000, and you will subtract smaller amount from it. Smaller amount mean credit side total mean amount withdrawn. So here you have the balance, which is showing that 160 was deposited into the bank, 52 was withdrawn. Out of 160, 52,000 had gone outside. It means 108 should be present in your bank account. So this is the second usable information which an accountant had created from the cash book. It is also called the balance. The same name will be used for cash and bank. The basic purpose of whole this scenario was to convert a simple English language transaction or raw data into usable information. First usable information you have created as an accountant is journal. You have arranged them in a proper way and you have created sides debit and credit. This is first usable information, and then you have taken these journal entries and posted into the cash book, where you can say this is second usable information. And what usable information you are getting? Cash in hand. That means still cash present in your custody, in your hand. And second information you have got is amount present in your bank account. Bank balance you have calculated and cash in hand you have calculated. These are usable information. Hopefully you people have understood. Even after this much time, if you have any query, you are free to ask any question. You can message me, text me, comment, or you can directly contact as well. And we have solved illustration number 2, journal, and its 3 combined ledger, that mean cash book. Hopefully we will meet for the solution of any other question in future, inshallah. And up till then, please take care of yourself, and I'm requesting you to pray for me as well. Thank you very much for your time. Please permit me. Allah Hafiz.